Another day, another reselling Q&A. I want to start off this video by telling you guys that Poshmark has rolled out some new features. I unfortunately don't have them yet. I feel like I'm always the last to get their updates. I went in the App Store last night and it said I had an update, so I'm like, oh, this is great, I'm gonna have it. No, I don't have these features yet. Okay, so first new feature is at the bottom of a listing, it'll show stats about yourself. Show you guys this screenshot. Shout out to Liz. Go check out her closet. This is cool. It just shows her stats at the bottom. I think it's the bottom of every one of her listings. Another feature that I don't have yet is the ability to search your own closet. I was in a bunch of Facebook groups last night and people were like, oh, I already have that feature. I can search my own closet. Yes, you're able to search your own closet by category, brand, you know, all that stuff. Now you can search by like a keyword. So you can write like striped and it'll pull up everything that's striped, or like polka dots, or, you know, any type of descriptive word. I don't have that feature yet. So comment down below and let me know if you guys have those features yet. Go to your app store, see if there's an update for Poshmark, because that's how you're gonna get those features. Let's get on to the question. Hi, I found your YouTube channel one day back in November when my business came to an absolute halt. I can't read. No sales for over a month. I got discouraged and almost quit. I Googled how to make more sales on Poshmark. Found your channel and have been binge watching all of your videos because I didn't want to miss a beat. I can't even tell you how thankful I am to have found your channel. My business has grown. I got my passion for reselling back and I learned so much. Plus you're freaking hilarious, so thanks for all the laughs. Kristen, you're gonna make me cry. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh, that just gives me warm fuzzies inside. I'm glad my videos are helpful. Okay, and then you said, anyway, I have a question. Do you take all of your listing photos on your personal phone? And if so, once you've posted them, do you delete the photos right away? I'm a photo hoarder. I seriously have over 40,000 photos and it's getting more ridiculous as I grow my closet. But I just can't bring myself to delete the photos until after the listing is sold. Then my personal photos get mixed in with the listing photos and sometimes I just don't want to go back through and figure out what needs to be deleted. Please tell me you have never had an instance where you needed photos on your camera roll for any instance. I love to get in the habit of deleting them right after I post them. Okay, so I have about 40,000 pictures on my phone as well, but they're all of my kids. I don't keep listing photos on my phone. I take pictures of them and then I delete them. I have never had an instance where I've needed to go back to the old photos. If I needed to go back to the old photos, they would be in the original listing. So yeah, I've never done that. The only instance I can think of, well, I don't know. I was going to say, you know, if you sell it and then maybe they return it for some reason and then you want to relist it, but you can get those photos from the listing. So I don't know. I can't really think of an instance where I would need those photos. Don't keep them on my phone. I just delete them. But thank you so much for your comment, Kristen. That was so sweet and you literally made my day. Thank you. Next question. Hey, Vanessa, how are you? I have a question. How would you have dealt with this? I sold a pair of wedding Vans on Mercari for $112. And when buyer received them, she reached out to me and stated I sent her the wrong product. She opened a return with Mercari and sent pictures from a pair of Converse I have never seen in my life. Mercari honored her request and now I'm out. Cost of goods, $25. Plus she gets to keep the shoes and gets a refund. I'm so mad I can cry. Oh my gosh. Ugh, not for losing the $25, but because she got away with it. Now she is supposedly sending me back a pair of shoes I have never owned. Sorry about the long message. I wanted to rant. Thank you for reading, Cheryl. Cheryl, that is awful. Like, I can't believe there are people in this world that would do something like that. Like, how? That's just awful. And that makes me really, really mad for you. What Mercari should do, because they have the money to be able to do this, is that they should say, hey, you know, obviously you know that you sent her the right shoes, but it's really hard for Mercari to figure out like who's lying in the situation. So the right thing to do would be to, as much as this sucks, obviously, because you know that you didn't do anything wrong, but refund the buyer and also release your earnings to you. Like, that would be the right thing to do. And I feel like Poshmark would do that. It's just so hard to prove. Like, oh my gosh, see, that makes me so angry for you because you know that you sent the right shoes and there's no way to prove that you did. You know, like that's really shitty. Unless, you know, you took a video. I've gotten some comments from you guys saying like, oh, you know, I've had issues with returns and that's why I take a video when I package everything up. But that's like, I mean, that's smart to do, but that's like time consuming, you know? Like, you talk about taking up space on your phone. Like, you want to save those videos, so you're gonna have to keep those videos on your phone. When you get the shoes back, if they're not the shoes that you sent, can't you open up a case with Mercari and say like, hey, these aren't the shoes that I sent? So I would, when I get the shoes back, if they're not the shoes, I would open up a case with Mercari and say, hey, these aren't the friggin' shoes that I sent out. Like, this person's scamming me. Fingers crossed for you that this turns out in your favor. That's really shitty. The last question is, do comps really matter? I feel like I've answered this in a recent video, and you know what? I'm gonna say no. No, they don't. For me, there's just too many different variables with comps. Like, if I'm in the thrift store and I find a hat of a brand that I have never sold before, I look up comps. But when I look up comps, I see with pretty much everything you look up, the numbers are going to be all over the place, because you have people that aren't resellers. You know, they'll just sell something because they want to get rid of it. They don't care how much money that they'll make. So let's say I have this Lululemon hat right here. I look up comps, see a comp for $10, and I see one for $50. I see another one for $30. So I'm thinking the $10 one, the person just wanted to get rid of it. The $50 one, you know what? They might have sold that in a bundle. When you sell things in a bundle, what they show on Poshmark, like under sold, it's going to show your original listing price. It's not going to show how much it sold for in a bundle, because Poshmark would have to do like math and change that. So that's really misleading too. I don't know. There's just no way to know exactly how much something sold for. I guess maybe on eBay. On eBay, you can't sell bundles. So on eBay, you could probably figure out whether or not somebody sold something because they just wanted to get rid of it, or if they were trying to make money off it. But comps on Poshmark are really hard to figure out. So I would say, you know, if you're really going to focus on comps, look on multiple platforms. Don't just look on Poshmark, and then just kind of determine from there. But honestly, for the most part, I don't really look at comps anymore, unless it's like a brand that I've never heard of before. I pretty much just set my own pricing and go from there, because it's just too much of a headache to think like, oh, you know, like, is this the real comp? Is this really what it's worth? Like, it's just too much of a headache for me. I don't know. Is anyone else like that, or am I just weird? I literally just come up with my own prices and I'm good. I'm good. So that is it for this video. I hope I answered your questions. If you have any other questions, you can comment down below, send me a DM on Instagram, or tweet me on Twitter. If you're new to Poshmark and you want to sign up, you can use my code. It is KeepinItRad. You get a $10 credit, and I also get a $10 credit, so thank you. That's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys in my next video.